Hello, and welcome to the Lord's Creatives podcast, where we will bring to you and your attention various creative people. And with me today, I have someone who is a song lyricist and member of a band, and he's going to bring one of his works and present it to you, but we're also going to get to know more about him. Because that's the whole point. We don't want to just hear people say something, read something, or even sing something and never get to know who they are. So, without further ado, we would like to introduce today's guest, Rusty B.
Hello. Hey. I'm Rusty B. I'm a songwriter from Erie.
How did you get into music?
Most musicians, music's always been a part of my life, and eventually I just decided that I wanted to make it. I found myself making songs, never writing them down, but then took the step from dreaming to doing and never looked back.
Yep.
That was about 5 years ago now, 2019, I started really getting serious about songwriting.
Was that something that you always had, from when you were young, or is this a recent development?
Yeah, I totally did, retroactively, looking back. It just took a step of admitting to myself that it was something that I really wanted to do and let it actually start to manifest.
Sounds like you had a lot of thought put into it, but at the same time, maybe you didn't necessarily have an idea where it was going to go?
Yeah, it sounds like I put a lot of thought into it, but not really. I stopped thinking about it and just started trying to put stuff out there.
Yeah, maybe that's the point. We need to stop thinking about doing and just go do. What does Nike say? Just do it.
Do it.
Just do it. Now, I see you brought your guitar. Do you have something for us today?
I sure do, Andy.
All right.
I'm going to play one of my original songs. It's called Golden Fool.
Awesome.
Never get too close to me. I'll take a dose that's meant for three. More than most, I'm seeing ghosts, or so it seems. I missed the mark and found my friend. How can this just be the end? Got my wish, and then what's next? But to burn it on down again. I won't break, but I might bend. I tried to erase you, now I had to chase you and run away deep in the pool. Thought I would hate you, already forgave you. You're catching me, I'm breaking the rules of a golden fool. Yeah, golden fool. I'm walking home now on blue feet. Forgot the name of your new street. Hear a song I knew come through your old broken beak. I keep my head stuck in a box, give up good luck pairs of socks. Think they're better off tucked up in my waist. They always felt so soft. Now I'm away, I'm down with rocks. I wanted to save you when your body betrayed you. Now you're calling me and breaking the news. I don't want to make you, but how could I take you if you're killing me and turning cruel? You call me a fool, a golden fool. Coming off as light and dumb, lots to learn, but I'm not quite young. Say the right thing and deny, or I won't come undone. And I try to mean well and confide. Is this the you that I left behind? Work your magic and say a spell. If it works, then I don't mind, as long as you're happy and alive. Won't try to debate you or ever negate you, 'cause you're better off keeping you cool. Don't wanna waste you, but how could I take you? No, there's no one to play as a fool. Yeah, golden fool. Yeah, golden fool.
What does that song signify? I mean, what does that actually mean to you?
I think it's a song about being vulnerable and good-natured to the point of being a little bit naive, and it not necessarily being a bad thing, but it's going to come with some obstacles and some bumps and bruises along the way, but you're going to still be a golden fool. Yeah.
We've all gone through a little bit of golden fool moments.
Yeah. Don't let the exercises in humility rough out your edges that make you who you are, but yeah, a lesson is a good way to put it. Gonna learn it.
Sometimes we got to go through the hard times to get to where we're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree with that. There's going to be obstacles no matter what. It's just how you handle them.
You either learn from what you go through, or you get mad about it and you learn nothing.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to keep bumping your head against the wall. You can look for a door. You know what I mean?
Where would you like to go with your music overall?
Just want to keep playing it. Anything that I make financially from music is just going to keep funding the practice itself. I think music is an end, not a means, So as long as I can have the means to just keep making music and sharing it with people, that's ultimately all that matters. Getting a bigger audience would be great. Get more people to actually dig the songs and stuff.
Do you put your stuff on Spotify or YouTube or Facebook or any of those sorts?
Currently not right now. I'm really focusing on live shows. I'm in the process of recording because isn't everybody?
Yeah.
I've got something in the works. Eventually, yeah, I want to put stuff into the digital stratosphere. But right now, just focusing on physical shows and trying to connect with audiences that way.
Do you have any upcoming shows that you want to let the audience know about?
No. Right now I have stuff planned for the summer, but this is looking like it's going to be kind of an off-season, fall and winter. But that's not a bad thing because now you can focus on writing more music, changing up the set list and stuff, always make it more engaging for people.
Is it your hope maybe someday to put out an album?
Absolutely. It's been my hope for the past 10 years. Yeah, I'm a doer in some aspects and a dreamer in others, I keep a notebook and sometimes I write down little album names and picture it in your head and wow, that's great. But the thing about an album is you have to really set aside a lot of time to do that.
Yeah.
And if you're working full time, if you have kids, if you are performing, it's really hard to find time to do that. You really have to put everything on pause and make that the focus. And if you're doing it by yourself, which a lot of things I am doing by myself, other things I'm not, but you're kind of doing homeschool or cyber school or stuff where you're the teacher, so you have to really discipline yourself and do that work, or else it's just never going to happen. And I don't have it. Gotta get everything done these days.
The best parts of music is it allows you to keep some semblance of coordination, because if you're not coordinated with music, you're not going to put out a good song.
That's true. There's different approaches to it because some people play the same thing every time and really well, if you just practice that over and over, and over again. It's that form of coordination, but there's other people that are really improvisational, just and rather than memorizing the performance, they have the tools to make stuff up every time. Different kinds of coordination is what I'm...
Oh yeah, that's the whole point. If you're not coordinated, you're not going to be able to do the ad lib.
Go back to the woodshed and practice.
Well, sometimes fumbling is good because, again, it comes down to the learning process. Yeah. I wonder how many times a quarterback messed up before they got as good as they have become.
Probably a lot of times. I think a lot. Yeah, if you do anything in earnest, you're probably on the right path, and it's okay to make mistakes.
One of my favorite sayings by Lord Alfred Tennyson is, failure is an event, never a person.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. Do you have any words of wisdom for young aspiring, either band aficionados or maybe somebody who writes lyrics or maybe somebody who plays the guitar, anything of the creative sort?
Don't give up on yourself. Keep doing it. There's a reason why you started it, and just because you haven't manifested the vision in your head that you see as the end of your journey doesn't mean you're not going to get there. take the leap and just try it. Maybe it feels a little embarrassing. You don't have to show anybody, but do it for yourself. Make something that you want to feel good about it. And you might surprise yourself and feel really good about the work and think, this is exactly what I pictured.
For those people who are maybe just getting started and they have a little bit of stage fright, is that something that you've had to deal with? Or if you did, how did you handle it?
I a jump in the pool kind of guy with that thing,
okay.
You know. Work yourself up to it. I think recording yourself at home is a really great way to emulate an audience. Or you can always play for your mom or something like that, somewhere where there's really low stakes. But just get used to hearing your own voice over the microphone. Get used to other people hearing your voice. And respond well to the criticism if you get it. And if somebody's being poisonous, don't let the haters get you down. And just try to get better, you know. Practice that speech in the mirror sort of thing. You will get better the more you practice. It's an event, you know. You're not a bad musician. You're not practiced enough, you know.
I've always thought of it not as them hating, you know, what you're doing and trying to bring you down, but rather they're upset because they're not that good.
Yeah, that's a lot of the times people are upset with themselves, don't want to do the work. And so trying to keep everybody at the same level. Crab in the bucket.
But you're actually trying to reach out to the world in your own way.
Be a bit of a golden fool. It's great to be vulnerable. It's
Yep.
the only way you're going to grow is if you get out of your comfort zone. Yeah, we're all just human, man. No one's bigger than anybody else. If I was that good, that's one thing. But if your ego gets in the way at all, if you're blind to your own talents, be a little self-aware. It's important.
Do you see yourself as a person who is receiving or somebody who is giving or both?
There's nobody out there that just gives. We all receive. We take inspiration whether we realize it or not. Sometimes I don't realize where I'm getting inspired from. Sometimes I never realize it. Sometimes it's years later I'm like, oh, that's probably where that framework started. But yeah, of course I give and take inspirations. Sometimes it's a very conscious effort, like, wow, I was inspired by this piece of art, and I'm going to get my feelings out there, and it ends up being a song. And other times I'm just like kind of chasing a feeling, and the pieces fall into place naturally, I guess you could call it. It feels a pretty organic process. Yeah.
Everybody who's creative is probably going to be their own worst critic. I mean, there's going to be people that are poisonous no matter what, but in the building up sort of way of criticism, we are our own worst critics. You know, how many times, I'm sure that you've been through that as a lyricist, as a poet. I've written something down and I'll say, no, wait a minute, and I'll reread it. And my original writing is so scribbled over because I've made so many changes on the way. And it'll be a year, sometimes 10 years later, and I'll look at it and say, nope.
Some works are never finished, eh? Well, yeah, looking at something outside of the lens of the present sometimes really changes your perspective on it. You're like, you know what, this is pretty good. Definitely didn't feel good as you were doing it, but it's like, wow, I'm a different person now. Looking at this, like, I kind of like this piece of work that I did.
Yep.
Maybe it was worth my time.
Maybe.
Never know.
Do you do any kind of work with other people, with other creatives in any form of creativity?
I jam with people and I play with my friends and my brother and stuff like that. I did start a new group recently. My buddy started another group, and so it's 3 songwriters, and then we got 2 more people coming in. So it's a larger group of people getting together. So it's something I'm not super used to, but it's also really fun.
Do you ever find yourself in that kind of a setting where you have multiple writers, where there's a conflict about how the words should be?
There's never really been like a huge conflict. I think we're all open to everyone's ideas at the table.
Awesome.
And it's kind of like whoever started the song, it feels like it's like final say. It's like, hey, I brought this idea. Let's workshop it, everybody together. And someone's like, well, your suggestion is great, but it's kind of like betrays what I brought to the song originally. And so I think we're all really respectful of that.
Do you have any special witticisms or a special saying, something that means something to you that has been important to you over the years?
A special like quote tattoo that
Just
I have on my back or
something,
something
yeah,
like that.
something to that effect.
I don't know. I'm kind of a pretty fluid persons. I don't have like these large concrete pillars that I live by.
Was there ever a saying in your life that you were able to apply to yourself? Kind of like the Nike "just do it" thing.
I mean, my dad's friend would always say it's nice to be nice, and I think that's something that's really undervalued a lot of times and underappreciated.
Yeah.
And it's beneficial to say the obvious things sometimes. So my witticism is, it's nice to be nice.
Awesome. I'm Andy from TLC, the Lord's Creatives, and we'll see you next time. And the thing that I want to always end any podcast that I do with the TLC the same way.
Okay.
You can have a good day, or you can have a God day. Have a God day.
That's a great way to end it. Yeah.
Amen.
So, and I think a great thing for ending the show is just well, I'd like to thank you for coming by. Rusty B, everybody. You can find his works, like you said, in the links. And remember, don't have a good day, have a God day. And then,
amen. Yeah. Okay.
Do you want me to play the song again, or are you okay with the ending of Black? I'm Rusty B, and this is Golden Fool. Never get too close to me. I take a dose that's meant for 3. More than most, I'm seeing ghosts, or so it seems. I missed the mark and found my friend. How can this just be the end? Got my wish, and then what's next? But to burn it on down again. No, I won't break, but I might bend. I wanted to race you, now I had to chase you, run away deep in the pool. I thought I would hate you, already forgave you. You're catching me, I'm breaking the rules of a golden fool. Yeah, golden fool. I'm walking home now on blue feet. Forgot the name of your new street. Hear a song I knew come through your old broken beat. I keep my head stuck in a box. Give up good luck pairs of socks, cause I think they're better off tucked up in my waist. They always felt so soft. And now I'm away, I'm down with rocks. I wanted to save you when your body betrayed you. Now you're calling me and breaking the news. Don't wanna make you, but how could I take you if you're killing me and turning to cruel? And you call me a fool. Yeah, golden fool.
I love hearing creativity. I love hearing people enjoy the process.
It's important to keep enjoying yourself. Keep doing it, you know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, I always wondered about that. Imagine Michelangelo. Was he up there just a little bit giddy about having created such a masterpiece?
He's like, ugh, I'm still not satisfied. Better do another one. Better keep going. Thanks for having me.
Yep.
I hope you get a lot of people coming in here.